Recorded in front of a live studio audience. Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hey y'all, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Like the video, like the video, like the video.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
We'll give y'all a minute to get in here. Because we got some things to get into.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience. Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
All right, y'all, I'm coming. I'm coming. Like the video, like the video, like the video.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hey y'all. What is going on? I need y'all to like the video when y'all wait in. I see y'all. I see the eyes. Okay. I need y'all to tell me y'all here. Give me some yellow hearts. Show the chat some love. Show me some love. What is going on, y'all? We got some things to go ahead and get into. Y'all ready? Okay. So we got to get into some ready to love. Ciao. Oh, we gotta get into Ready to Love, okay? We definitely gotta get into Swayze and Kaden breaking up. We gotta, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna happen, but I was shocked. And y'all know I'm not usually that shocked when people break up. I'm like, I knew it was happening, but because it seemed so solid in the beginning, I had to rock with it. I had to rock with it, okay? Married at First Sight, of course, we got to see what's going on with these people, make some predictions for next week. We want to talk about, I don't really want, I'm going to say Larry Reid versus Tasha K, but I feel like it's kind of more like, the accuser versus Larry Reid, and Tasha K is the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, shoot the message, I guess. I don't know. Shall we gonna get into all of it? I've been trying to, stay away, but I ain't want to stay away. So where do y'all want to start? Let me know what y'all want to start with, and we could just get into the things. Okay. I think I'm going to start with. I thought it would never happen. I thought it would never happen too. Child, look. Now, y'all know I like to be nosy. So that's just in my character, okay? But I also love to treat people with care, okay? I'm not one of those people that ambush people. I want you to come on my channel and tell me a story. That's not me, okay? If I talk to you, we talk. It's good, and we leave it there. You know what I mean? This is why I don't do a lot of interviews with the cast members, because you really could somehow get an attachment to people, and it don't even be on purpose. And I like to keep my reviews unbiased and neutral and fair all around. So I try to stay away from people. But I'm not gonna lie, Katie kind of tugged at my heartstrings this season, and I was so happy that her and Swayze seemed to have beat the odds of the things that we saw on the show. Because when we was watching the show, we like, how is this even happening? What's going on? Because we're not seeing the connection that we're seeing on Instagram. So that's a whole thing to get into, and it just makes you start to wonder about especially when she was like, I wasn't high in my relationship for nobody. But baby, let's go ahead and get into some things. Where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with Katie and Swayze? Y'all want to start with Ready to Love as the season? Y'all want to start with Married at First Sight? Y'all want to get into this Tasha and Larry situation? Baby, y'all know I was going to leave that Tasha and Larry situation alone, but I do feel like I do want to say something. Okay, I'm not out here trying to defend nobody and nothing like that. I just want to put my thoughts out there just to get them out, because I feel like I've been harboring them, and I feel like I just want to tell y'all how I feel about it overall. Okay. I don't know the facts, and I don't have no receipts about none of that, so we'll have to see when we get into it. But let's just start with get Swayze. Okay, let's just start with Swayze and Kaden. So I woke up this morning and I was going to work, and I was like, what am I going to listen to? Usually I like to listen to things on my way to work, catch up on some of my YouTubers, because your YouTuber got a YouTuber. All us got YouTubers, okay? Y'all know I love me some YouTube. I've been watching YouTube forever, so I have a list of people I watch all the time or whatever. And I'm scrolling, like who I'm going to listen to, who I'm going to listen to. And then I saw Kojo, and I was like, what happened? Who broke up? How? What? Like, I wanted the tea. Okay. I'm like, so I went on Instagram because Ready to Love 5 posted it, and they actually had a screenshot of what Swayze put up. Now, y'all, I'm gonna bring it up for y'all real quick. Hold on. I did not add it, so I'm gonna add it now. I have a screenshot of what Swayze put up, how they just went on vacation. Girl, you don't know how relationships work, Ellen. People break up on vacation. You don't know how it work. But I do wonder, is this a permanent, breakup, or if it's like one of those, we make up, we break up, we get back together. We have a little tussle, a little disagreement, and we single today, and the next thing you know, we back together. Because child, me and my husband done broke up so many times before we got married. We was on again and off again, and you could tell me I wasn't done with his behind. Okay, I was done with him. Throw him away. He's trash. That was me. Okay, now look at me. So I guess we will have to, see how it plays out, see if it get back together, see if there's hope, see the details and the deets of it all. But let's just put out what Swayze said. So Swayze said, I wasn't being rude. So he wrote, hello, I'm single. So y'all see the little, name tag up front, like, hello, my name is, I'm single, basically saying that he's back to the streets. Kind of like, Aries is going to be in a couple of weeks after Married at First Sight. But anyway, he said, I wasn't being rude initially. I was just being respectful. Okay. And then he also said, I'm back being nice now. So that kind of made me feel weird, because at first I was thinking, like, what do you mean by you wasn't being rude initially? You was just being respectful. And being rude and respectful can't coexist together, because how are you going to be respectfully rude? I'm being respectfully rude. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I wasn't being rude initially. So when did you so at first you must have been being respectful and then it got rude, because that's how I'm reading it. I'm reading it as is. At first, whatever we was talking about, I was being respectful. You took it to another level and then it got rude. That's how I'm reading it, okay? So now he's saying, I'm back to being nice now. I don't know what that means, and I don't know what he's insinuating by I'm back to being nice now. See, things like that is like mind games. I feel like Swayze was playing mind games with this post, y'all, and he wants some attention, okay? And that's okay, because I'm going to give him some. I'm going to give him a little bit of attention over here on the platform today, okay? Because your girl love everything Ready to Love, okay? So he also wrote, Ready to Love got to do better background checks on psychologically evaluations. Y'all going to get someone hurt. So is he calling Kaden crazy? Is he saying that she went psycho on his behind? What is he saying? Now, a part of me feel like I know, y'all seen Kaden and Snap, okay? So I know that this wasn't a pretty fight, okay? I can already tell you that it probably got really, really heated, like most arguments do. I'm pretty sure both of them said some things that they probably will regret one day, and I'm pretty sure that they would probably be able to get over it one day, okay? Because she's feisty. And so is Swayze. But Swayze has an arrogance about him where he feels as though he probably was right. Y'all know how y'all get into them conversations with someone who just always feel like they right. He has that, attitude that it just seems like no matter what you say, it's like, it's my way, no way. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm going to say what I got to say, and that's just it. That's how I feel That's how I felt about Swayze, even during the season. Okay, even with the way he kind of handled Katie in a sense, like I told her, I'm not gonna talk about this with you on camera. We talked about this off of camera, but it's like for the sake of the show, babe. We both up here together. You could have given me something. Show the people you like me. Show the people you love me. This is why she essentially kind of walked away at the end, because it's like, you're not giving me anything. Yeah, it's cool that, you know, we connecting outside the show, we building a relationship, but ultimately I want people to see this love evolve. It's kind of like Joy and Clifton in a sense, because y'all know we don't really well, y'all know I don't really care too much for them at this point, but you cannot deny that they actually have a love story. You cannot deny that they actually love each other. You cannot deny that they actually are a thing. Okay, like some of the couples, you could be like, that ain't it. Okay, like I'm still on the edge when it comes to Mike and what's that girl? I can't remember that girl name, but from last season, even them two, like we saw the pictures of them at the premiere party, but I'm still side nodding, like I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Okay, it's kind of like Dante and Aisha. When we was watching Dante and Aisha, we didn't see the story unfold, right? We didn't see it come to life or any of that. So it kind of got to a point where it was like with y'all, I don't know what's going on my phone. Like it's doing a lot. But hey. But it kind of got to a point where it's like we didn't see it, right? Because I still don't believe Cornelius and what's in it. Exactly. It's one of those situations where it's like we didn't see the love evolve. So it's hard to kind of pinpoint what went right and what went wrong. But we do know for a fact that they hot-headed. We do know that Kaden will snap on your behind, okay? And we do know that Swayze has an arrogance about him where it's kind of his way or it's no way. And that's just how I feel about it. I honestly think that, you know, I know that Kaden will be okay. But I think and y'all can tell me if I'm reaching. But I feel like Swayze is in his feelings, baby. Because Katie ain't say nothing. She didn't say much of nothing. Okay. I mean, I did, you know, hit her up in the DM. I did ask her did she want to come say something, whatever the case may be, whatever she feel like it, that's on her. But my thing is, like I'm saying, he was, I mean, if this happened last night, he couldn't wait for the morning. Okay, he couldn't wait for the morning to put it out there. But I just feel like when it comes to this, I wasn't being rude initially. I was just being respectful. It does sound like it got rude. Okay, it sounds like it definitely got out of hand. It sounded like it got a little disrespectful up in there, and it sounded like, you know, people was definitely, you know, putting their two words in there. And I just hope that it's something that maybe, I'm not saying get back together, but maybe you know, come to a mutual understanding and just realize, hey, it's not going to work. Because I actually did enjoy watching them on Instagram and the, you know, them traveling and doing all that other stuff. So I was here for all of that. There was a post that he deleted about having to go to the hospital. I wonder if it got physical. Woo! So there was, wait, I didn't, hold up. I did hear something about the post about he had to go to the hospital. I'm gonna need Katie to come talk to us. Katie and girl, you gotta come talk to us, because what you did, you send this man to the hospital? What did you do, girl? What did you do? Because we need to know. Child, I don't know. I don't know, but he definitely had to delete it because, child. I don't know. I think that's why she's silent. So, okay, because let me put y'all thoughts together. So, what you're saying is that Swayze posted a post saying that he had to go to the hospital, which kind of ties into y'all gonna get someone hurt, okay? And then maybe you feel like that's probably why she's not speaking out, because ultimately she was the one who did the damage. Is that what we're assuming? Swayze didn't expect to be the player that fell in love and got left. Right. Wow. The hospital though, child. I want details. I do feel like I want a little bit of details. His post said something like that, like I ran into the hospital, like she's trying to kill me, not verbatim, but yeah, whoa. So he said he ran into the hospital like she's trying to off me. So he ran into the hospital. So this was like some, was she chasing him? See, this is what I'm saying. This is too vague for me. I don't like vague situations. And y'all know I love to make up a story. Y'all know I will put a story together and tell y'all how in my head it went down. But this, I'm trying to put it together because I know I don't. Ooh, child. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me go check my food real quick, and I'm gonna be right back. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all like this video. Like the video, like the video, like the video. I'm gonna put my little like and sub on for you. Okay, so we back, child. Okay, let me remove this really quickly. Okay, so and the plot thickens. Okay, so now it's being alleged. Well, he's alleging that she followed him into the hospital. Well, I ain't gonna say she followed him into the hospital, but he ran into the hospital saying that he tried to, off him, that she's trying to off him, and then that's why he thinks that Ready to Love needs to go ahead and do some background checks on these people because they might be, crazy. I hope none of the women from this season date the men from last season. The quality was low to absent last season. At least the men this season are objectively good looking. You think okay? That's what okay. If that's what you think they good looking, ain't good for you. um, but y'all, Katie gonna have to come talk to me. She gonna have to come talk to me, girl. Give me the tea. Give me the tea. Let me know what's going on. Let me know, Tawanda, what right? Cause that's a lot. Well, I did invite her to, tell her side of the story whenever she feels ready or whenever she feels comfortable. But I guess she's at that point where she feels as though like I'm not about to play into whatever it is he got going on. But I feel like, girl, girl. I wonder how long did it take to get deleted? I wonder how long it took to get deleted. But ultimately, I do want to say that I wish them the best individually. And I really hope that this is something that's not as, intense as it's sounding. And that one day we can get the story, the full story. And take it from there. You think Fabrice is good looking, child? Not if you think he good looking. But let's go ahead, and since we are talking about Ready to Love cast members, I am going to go ahead and hold on, y'all. Let me do something. Give me 1 second. Okay, y'all. Okay, so hey Mia. Okay, do I think Febreze good looking child? Let's talk about Febreze. Okay, it's a few topics that I do want to talk about when it comes to this season of Ready to Love from the last episode, and one of the topics is Febreze. Do we think that Febreze talks do you think that his talk about sex is too much? Okay. Now I'm asking y'all this because I feel as though when it comes to a man who is intentionally telling you what he's looking for from a woman, do you feel like that's a turn off with someone really like, putting it out there that they want to, they you got to be very sexual, you got to have a high sex drive. I mean, I do know that it's important, but I also feel like it's one of those conversations where it could be, private, but I feel like he's doing it intentionally to the point where he wants people. Girl, what? Girl, what? Child. Katie. Girl, hold on, y'all. Y'all, okay. He's annoying, needs to go every season. If you think that and anyone else, they crazy. Girl, that's what I said. So I'm just going to tell y'all what she said about the try to take him out part. I did DM her on Instagram. That's what I was doing when I said give me a second. She did say that if you think that and anyone else, they are crazy. Okay, so she is saying that she did not attempt to off him and take him out, and I don't know if that means that that I don't know if the hospital part about this is true or not, but we do know from her that she did not try to take him out. Okay. Maybe he's being a little bit dramatic. I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know the story. But I did have to send her a little voice note because I was like, girl, I didn't hear this part. What happened with this part? Okay. But so one of the ladies on the couch said she liked it and respected it. So I could respect it. I feel like I definitely respect someone being open and honest about what they expect from someone. But I feel like in a group setting, you can say one thing that I do know that is important is I want someone who has a high sex drive because I have a high sex drive and leave it at that. I feel like it was too much. Everything was about sex. Like, so even the point when we were leaving, he like, yeah, we could come back and talk about sex. It's like, no one wants to do that. We want to have conversations about, our families, our backgrounds, like why we came over Ready to Love, what kind of issues we've dealt with, what kind of work we have done on ourselves, what kind of healing we've been through. We want to talk about that type of stuff. We don't want to sit here and talk about sex. I could talk about sex on any site. I could literally go on any site right now and find somebody to talk about sex with. If that's what I wanted and if that was my main focus, there would be no reason on being on Ready to Love. I feel like he's ready to, okay? And this to me feels like he's going to try to see who he can get and how many he can get because I think the idea of him dating multiple women excites him more than actually finding a woman. If that makes sense, because the way that he just keeps talking about it, it's like it's nasty and it's just too much for a dating show. I do understand, I do respect it, and you can say it without doing it so creepy. Like you can express how I'm sexual and I want someone who's just as sexual as me. And I mean, if you want, I'm down for the 2 to 3 times a day. I'm down with the I get freaky, I get all that stuff, and if you down with that, then cool. And let it be. But you ain't gotta be going into like, the French and everything. And everything is about sex. Child, they talking about being pilots and being on a what they talk about being pilots and flight attendants, and here you go, yeah, let's talk about sex. Like, grow up. You are too old. How old is he? Too old to be talking about sex all the time. He doesn't have any depth, and that's all that's the part, because it's Ready to Love. Child, not ready to lust, not ready to fuck, not ready to find an orgy, not ready to date multiple women for fun. Like, there is a concept to this show, and I do know that it does seem like a good, fun, crazy thing to do, but there's still a concept. Okay. What else did I ask? Okay, let's get into Z. So y'all, I was watching Z's interview, and Z said that she, I'm telling y'all, he a plant. I believe it. I believe it. There's, there's no way I could not believe it. Okay. So I'm telling. So let's get into Z. Z did an interview on Talk with Solana. Okay. They also run the Instagram page Ready to Love 5. I get a lot of like, clips and stuff from there. So shout out to them, okay? To the two ladies over there who run that page. You're doing a good job. Keep it up, okay? So she said her singing was dope. You liked it? She said that production told her to ask everyone, to ask all the guys, why was she on the bottom? So initially, that wasn't the thing. Because remember when we were watching it, we all was like, oh my God, why she going around asking them like, girl, you doing too much, you doing the most, like that's how you gonna get eliminated. Focus on your connections, focus on building connections, like stop keep asking them questions and stuff like that. So for me, I was sitting there thinking the same thing, like why you doing this, girl? Why did I get kicked off apology tour and whatnot? So then she said that they told her to go do it, kind of like production in a sense set her up to get kicked off. And I think that Ready to Love, although they say that the votes are, everyone has to come to agreement, I do feel like there is some persuasion in there, okay? Like they can persuade who they want to come in and out. Like I'm just going to be honest, and I'm not even trying to be funny, and I'm not even trying to be a little shady, okay? But that's what they did with Dre. That's what they did with Dre. Y'all could tell me I'm reaching because your girl will reach for some stuff, but production literally put Dre in there knowing that those women was not going to be, all into him and be all over him and really like get a chance to know him, because in real life they would walk past him. And then you put him in a room full of these, other men where, he's nowhere near the same height, nowhere near the same physical fit, nowhere near. I mean, the hair looks like everybody else's hair. They all got some jacked up hair, like it's the child. Okay, this medium guy. Yes, Dre is the short guy who got eliminated first. Like they set him up. When they picked him, they picked him. It was a setup. We all looked at the picture and was like, child, why they do this? And it's nothing against him. It's just the simple fact that this is a dating show. Let's just be honest about what it is. When you are doing a dating show, especially for reality TV, you pick attractive people or people who people will assume will find attractive traits in. And I don't think that they picked him thinking that these women would be like all over him. They picked him because they knew that it would be something to talk about, and they knew that they had to get rid of someone initially in the beginning. It's kind of like that season on remember the first season? Not the first season, but that's the first season I watched. The one when they had the resort season, and the first guy who got kicked off was the awkward, kind of weird guy who wasn't really talking. And then at the reunion, we found out that he had a baby and whatnot. So that's how I feel. I feel like it's all intentional. Like they pick certain people. And I think when they pick Z with the intention to persuade them to eliminate her, because she wasn't supposed to, stay in the long run anyway. And I feel like that's the thing that they do all the time on Ready to Love. Okay. And so I felt bad for her in a sense. She also said that, you remember that conversation that she was having with Demario, and Demario asked her if she is an alpha, if she could, date an alpha man, and she said, yeah, I could date an alpha man, and she's an alpha woman. First of all, I want to say shout out to Z, because Z girl, I'm a Jersey girl too. Okay, so my name is Chloe, and I'm from Jersey, and what I'm wondering is what's next. I had to put my own spin on it because, girl, I can't get your tune in my head, y'all. If y'all don't know, I'm tune deaf and I have no rhythm. So for all the people be wondering why I can't never find the note, because baby, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Okay, one of the new. I need the beat to actually be playing for me to get it. If it ain't there, baby, I'm all like this, all off rhythm, all off rhythm. Okay. Imagine everyone thinking, damn, they got rid of Dre just to get Febreze. One of the new girls remind me of Renisha. Oh, child. Jonique. Jonique is definitely giving me love and hip hop. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, but I don't want to say that in a judgmental way because I can also come off as one of those girls that's like a little bit too, like just a little bit too much. Like the stereotype of what they think black girls are. So I don't want to be judgmental and I don't want to focus on that because I don't think that has anything to do with anything. If y'all know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay. So I'm really just trying to look at her as, from her heart, but it's definitely giving a little bit of love and hip hop, and that's okay. Some men love a little bit of love and hip hop in their life. Okay. But well, back to Z and Demario. Z was saying to Demario, you want an alpha man or whatever. He was saying, yeah, she was like, yeah, I don't mind an alpha man, but I'm an alpha female too. Come to find out, he told her that he feel like a woman should be making plans and stuff like that, and this, that, and other. I'm like, sir, the alpha energy is not being on display. How you go from being an alpha man to trying to tell a girl that you can make the plans and you can take me out and you can do all type of stuff? Baby, it don't match. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's not making sense. How does this match? Right, giving a little bit of the city girl vibe. Z ain't no damn alpha. Child, cut it out. Well, apparently Demario not an alpha either. Apparently he not either. Okay, I need y'all to go ahead, like the video. The more y'all like the video, the more it triggers the algorithm, the more people come in, the more all of that stuff, go out. Okay, because I see y'all starting to come in, so I just need to make sure that y'all liking the video. Do that for your girl. Do that for your girl. Okay. So I was just sitting here like, Demario, what's going on? And it kind of made me look at him a little bit of sideways. I don't even remember Demario, child. I can't even describe. Let me see if I still got him up here. So let me see my slides. Hold on, y'all. Let me see, because I did Demario. I did upload it at one point when I was talking about the new cash child, but it's everything up here except for that. That's Sue Ann, Morgan, Natasha, Chris, Z, Jasmine, Kavea, Gina, Don. No, I don't see Demario. Oh, wait, I got him. Okay. I can see the convo, but don't remember what he looked like. I'm about to show you him right now. This is Demario. Try, that's not a good picture, but that's Demario. That's him. Okay. So anyway, I don't understand how any of that makes sense. And before we go, I got one more topic to talk about when it comes to the Ready to Love, and then we're gonna hop over to maths, and then we're gonna close it out with the Tasha K and Larry Reid. And I'm just gonna sit around and wait to see if Katie ain't gonna join my live. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna talk about these topics and hopefully see if she's gonna join in and answer some of these questions. Cause girl, we got questions. But anyway, so let's get into maths. I mean, no. One more question. So Kavea made a comment that she feels as though she asked him, did he spoil the woman in his life? And he says he spoils the woman if he feels as though she's worthy or she deserves it, or basically if she's worthy of it or she deserves it. Now, I told y'all that I feel as though there is a point where people have to be worthy of your of you spoiling them. Okay. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like you're not worthy of it. But let's just be honest. There are some people that are just not good people. There are some people that are not worth your everything. There are some people who are not worth you giving them the world. There are some people who and that for you, not necessarily for others. Oh, let me take it down. She said, let me take my pin comment down. Okay, I'll take it down. So what I'm saying is I don't want I don't want people to say that they're not worthy. So she put up a post on her Instagram, which I'm going to pull up for you now. Share screen, Kavea, share. Okay, so let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay, y'all can see it. So what she wrote was, we can thank God and my familia for never making me feel like the need to prove I'm worthy or being showered with love, affection, and gifts. And so to this I say, you're absolutely right. You don't have to prove to anyone that you're worthy of being showered with attention and affection, but you do have to give it off as if them doing it is not in vain. Let me try to make it make sense so I can get my point across without sounding crazy. You said, oh, he's yummy. Child, y'all so look, he is though. Yeah, he is. Let me remove it because y'all distracting. Y'all distracted. I had to get my thoughts together. Y'all distracting me. Okay. But what I will say is that, so for instance, the woman in your life, if there is a woman in your life or a man in your life that you are romantically, or in that sense, when she says spoil you, I think that's where it kind of got a little weird. Okay, because when you think of spoil you think of like giving you everything, never saying no. You think of bratty behavior. See, if she would have said being worthy of a love, attention, and affection, yes, if you are in a relationship with someone, yes, they are. But I will tell you this: I had that same mentality when I when I first met my husband. Okay, and my husband, when I first met him, I'm telling y'all, he pulled out all the stops. He was so loving, so affectionate, so everything. I told y'all he used to give me a rose every single day. He would come rub my feet. He was like the most amazing man ever, right? And a part of me was so like, I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. This is what I'm supposed to have. I never thought about the reciprocation part of giving it back to him. Okay. And sometimes when we get into those moods where it's like, yes, you are worthy, but you also have to reciprocate. And everyone is not worthy of that from you. So for me, he told me, like, I'm burnt out. I feel like I'm giving you everything that I got, and he wasn't getting anything in return. And then I had to really pull it up out of me to be a person, a giver, to like find those ways to connect with him without it having to have to do something from me. So when you say spoil, it kind of makes it sound bad. It's not about being worthy. It's not about being, it's not what she say. Let me make sure I got the right word. Worthy or proving yourself. But yes, you do have to prove that you are worthy in a sense, because if that's the case, I'm talking about in a relationship, okay, you do have to prove that this person should do when a man marries a woman, he marries her because he sees that she's wife material. She's showed him that I will be what you need from me, and whatever that looks like. That is proving yourself. When a man proposes to you and you accept your proposal, he's proven to you that he is worthy of being your husband. So absolutely, you should have to prove yourself to a certain extent to show that you are worthy of all the love, attention, and affection and everything else that comes with it. But when we say spoil, I think that's where a lot of the disconnect came from. Y'all know what I mean? I hope I made that make sense. I hope I did. Okay. Because I don't care. You definitely are worthy of love, attention, and affection. But baby, it may not be for me. Sorry. I'm not the one to give it to you. Your kids, absolutely. Your mom, all that stuff. All that understandable. But when you talk about someone who you are making a choice to put in a position in your life, they do have to show to a certain extent that they are worthy of that. Because if not, then we all would be coupled up, you know. Hey, you don't got to show me nothing. I'll take you. I'm good. Whatever you got, I'll take you. Everybody not perfect. I mean, I'm not gonna say perfect, but everybody's not a good person. Everybody doesn't have the best character. So no, everyone isn't just worthy of it. Especially not from someone who doesn't feel like they deserve it. But if that's your woman, then you should definitely spoil her. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say about that on Ready to Love. I think I kind of covered the little topics that I wanted to cover when it came to Ready to Love, because I don't want to be up here all night with y'all. Okay. I don't want to. Mark Anthony is a hole because that is most of the guys I go for. I need cousin Jess. You say he's the guy you go for. I believe it. I am. Oh my god. Oh my god. So why did you see it? Let me tell y'all. Let me give y'all a quick little life update. Cause she said I'm losing weight. Okay. So I've been working out for the week before Christmas. I started working out. No, the week of Christmas, I started working out. Actually, I started working on Christmas Day. It's crazy. It's weird. Okay. And I've been being consistent. I'm not on a diet, but I have been controlling my portions and I haven't had any soda. I've been drinking nothing but water. I've been like, just trying to get this body ready for the summer. I told y'all I'm getting ready for TV. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm manifesting. I am getting ready for TV. When the productions of these shows say, Chloe, would you like to? I need to be camera ready for y'all, okay? I need to be able to step on the screen and y'all not be dragging me, talk about something. Oh, I didn't realize Chloe was that, she didn't seem that big on the camera. No, baby, y'all not gonna drag me. No, y'all not, okay? So in the midst of me manifesting my big TV premiere, I am manifesting my new, healthy, slimmer body. Okay. So yes, I am trying to lose some weight. I did lose some pounds, but I'm trying not to weigh myself as much because I don't want to get in my own head. And I got a little ways to go. I didn't realize I had put on as much weight as I did. So I kind of was like really in my feelings about that. So be prepared to see a brand new me in a couple of weeks, y'all. I say a couple of months. We're gonna be realistic because it's not gonna happen overnight. But the fact that you can see it says it. Okay. They say the best and quick way is to not eat after 8. Right. So I don't after I eat my food, what I do is I wait about 45 minutes and then I work out to boost my metabolism. And then I take a shower and I go to bed. So I been trying to do it that way. You got this. I need to lose 25. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. That's the only way to do. Don't even think about it. Just start it one day. And once you start, you just get addicted to it. You keep going. It's something that makes you feel good. When you feel good about yourself, you feel good in general. I can honestly say I have been feeling so much better. And I just been filled with a lot of more energy. And I haven't been so like down in the dumps. So I do, sometimes that can play a fact on you if you don't feel physically good or you don't feel good about the way you look. That's when you know it's time to change. Whenever you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, it's time to change. I have 70 to lose. Let's do it. I can't work out before I go to sleep because I can't sleep. You know what? It's hard for me to kind of go to sleep too, but I just listen to TV or YouTube videos and then I soothe myself to sleep, but I've been waking up so refreshed. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Let's get into math. So 10 to 15. I'm trying to do 30. I'm trying to lose 30 pounds, y'all. I'm trying to get 30 pounds, but I gain all my weight in my leg, my arms and my belly. So I don't have thick thighs, and God knows He didn't give me no booty. So everything is here. So this is my workout points. So y'all will really see it mainly here because this is where I'm the heaviest. That makes sense. I'm 5 feet, and 5 feet, you can't be but too many pounds, baby. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into math. So maths. First, I want to talk about Aries in 30 pounds at 34 months. That's what I'm shooting for. 34 months. Okay. I'm even giving myself the June. But I definitely can see the difference. Okay. So Aries is for the streets. Okay. But I want to ask y'all, do y'all feel as though his cousin is too invested in this journey? Do y'all feel like she shouldn't be like this negative towards the situation? Do y'all think that she should really just start pulling out, like let him go ahead and live his life? Or do y'all feel like she is giving him great advice? Okay. I have two ways that I look at it when I saw her talking to him. A part of me felt like she was saying, this some white people-ish. What is you doing marrying a stranger? Like, we don't do this, bro. So a part of me was thinking to myself, like, that's what she was really trying to get across. Okay. But I also feel like she was saying, Please, I don't want like you. You're not really ready for this. Like, sir, you're setting yourself up for failure. You never lived with a woman. You never been in a real relationship. You never taken this relationship. You don't have the tools. You're not equipped for a real relationship, especially a marriage at first sight. Some people will argue and say like, oh my gosh, she must be in love with him. Oh my gosh, she's too invested in him. But I do feel like if you love someone, you want what's best for them, and ultimately if you rooting for women, you don't want your cousin to be out there ruining up women's lives, like Peter Gunn's out here ruining women's lives, and all the men out there ruining women's lives, because these men will ruin your life, child. Y'all see Erica Mena? See how skinny she done got? That man chased that woman for years and years and years and years. Finally get a dog out. Dog out, child. So do we need Aries to come out here and take one out? We seen what Chris Williams did. Do we need another one of those situations when somebody is not really ready for the process? Will we hope that someone say, don't do this, you ain't ready, don't do it? I'm just saying, she pushes too hard. Express your opinion and be there when he needs you. You want him to feel comfortable coming to you if he needs to. I agree. So you feel like she's pushing just too hard. Like, it's okay for you to feel that way, but you doing too much. She wanted to be sure he not going to hurt his wife. That's what I feel like. I do feel like she should definitely have said what she said, but I kind of get what you mean by maybe she shouldn't be so invested. But I think that, hey, girl, doing all of this at the right before he walked down the aisle is not the perfect time, because it's too late. It's too late. You should have had that conversation with him over the phone. You should have had that conversation if he told you that he was signing up for Married at First Sight, because ain't no way. Ain't no effing way you about to run all this down to me while I'm about to walk down the aisle and put all this doubt in my head after I done made up my mind that I am retiring from the streets, okay? But he'll be back. Child, I wouldn't touch Safari. I knew after he messed over Nikki, he wasn't right, child. Read the Yelp reviews. Nobody want to read them. Everybody think they different. Everybody think they is gonna be different, child. It's sad though, because like you see that someone put in all this effort to get you, and they gonna put the effort in, and they chase you around for years and years and years, and then they just dog you out, give you babies and dog you out. Like, oh, disgusting. Disgusting. Now look at her. She just looked defeated, just defeated, child. It's so crazy how the right man or woman in your life will definitely make a big difference, like in everything around you. So, what else did I have for Married at First Sight? I want to know something, y'all, because I keep seeing this preview of Married at First Sight. What y'all think happened between Dominique and that man who she marrying? What's his name? Chris? What y'all think happened? Y'all think that Juju was smart? Erica should have been like her. Who was Juju pregnant by? Y'all know she pregnant, right? But who she pregnant by? I've been trying to find her baby daddy for the longest, but she's keeping that man a secret. But I feel like Juju's the type to get IVF and like not really care about having a man in her life with her baby. She was Miss America. I hope he don't do her wrong. Okay, so that's her baby father named Casper. Oh, I don't know who Casper is, but anyway. So what I was talking about, y'all. Okay, what do y'all think that what happened? But first of all, can we acknowledge that her mother said Jeffrey Dahmer was a nice man too? I say I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that. I don't know if it was racially motivated or if it was like just trying to, just use it as an analogy. You know what I mean? Like, was it just an analogy he just popped in your head? Or was it kind of like racially motivated? Like, yeah, she was like, he was a nice man. So I said, Mama, I don't know if you should use that one. I didn't know where we was going with this. But we're gonna have to get into it because it was a preview. You think it was racially motivated? So y'all, being as though Tawana said she think it was racially motivated, do you think that her mother didn't want her to be matched with a white man? Do you think that's the underlining of it? Like, why y'all didn't get my daughter a black man? but her mama signed her up to marry a stranger. Her mama signed her up to marry a stranger, but maybe she didn't think he was going to be white. Maybe she was like, give her a black man. And they didn't. She probably put, it doesn't matter to be, politically correct. Doesn't matter. No, if you put me on the show, what do you prefer? I prefer black men. I mean, I never dated a white man, and I don't have any desire to. Nothing against white men. There's some fine white men out here, but I want a black man. That's just my thing. No, she just don't trust men. Oh, okay. I think that I thought that by her saying that's what I'm saying. She meant nobody really knows him, neighbors and such. Oh, okay. But you married a stranger, sis. But she signed her up. Child, I'm not about to do this with her mother. Her mother, I told y'all, her mother just wanted to meet Pastor Cal. Her mother's a super fan, and she wanted to be a part of the show. So she signed her daughter up for this experiment to get her divorce at 25. Her mother had no real intentions of, this really being a thing. She just wanted to meet Pastor Cal, okay? So she could fan out. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Child. And that's what happened. Now look at her. Now you so concerned. We was concerned for you and her. We was concerned for her before the whole time. When we found out that you signed her up, we was like, nah, we just don't sit right with us. We concerned. But you wasn't for it. You was all for it when Pastor Cal was out there on the beach with y'all telling y'all she's marrying a stranger. You was like, oh my God. Now you want to sit here. We don't know him. That's a part of the show. It's called Married at First Sight. You don't know them. Okay. And I think that Married at First Sight is messy for getting them people who live in the same building together. Because who is it? Is it Clint and Gina? Because let me tell y'all something. If they break up, do y'all know how awkward it's going to be in that building 505? Do y'all not know it's going to be the most awkward thing in that building 505? Okay. But the good news is if it do work out, all they got to do is go to each other's apartments. Slide over here, slide over there, let me sneak in tonight. You get a little argument. I'm going to my apartment, okay? Yeah, down the hall. You better go ahead down the hall. But they both live in high rises in what's the building? 505 building. So at least they know that they both could pay their own rent. Period. Until somebody come out and be like, I got a roommate. Child, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a whole mess. I'm ready for it though. I'm ready for it. But at least we know that they could pay their rent. So they kind of in the same financial boat. They have a similar financial boat because they both could afford the rent that they're paying in the same building for probably a 1-bedroom. So that's a good sign. That's always a good sign. What else happened on Married at First Sight? I don't know. I didn't write that many notes for us to talk about. That's all I had. Was those. Oh, but I was wondering why Dominique was walking down that aisle crying. I wonder why she was crying. I blame her mama. When everything goes wrong in this relationship, I'm telling y'all now, I'm blaming her mama. Yes, she is an adult. Yes, she is 25 years old, but her mama signed her up for this, so she is getting all the blame. I will no longer address this as it's her fault. It's her fault. Whenever it's Dominique, it is her mama's fault. Whenever it's Chris who does her, it is her mama's fault. It's all her mama's fault, and that's the end of it, okay? Make sure y'all like the video, like the video, okay? Let's get into our last topic. Okay. So as you guys know, child, last night, Tasha K went out on her platform and she dropped a video with one of Larry Reid's accusers, disappointed in his looks. You think she'll be disappointed in his looks? Yeah, probably. But one of Larry Reid's accusers. I don't know if any of y'all have been following the story long enough, or if y'all know all the details, but I'm not here to bring it to y'all. I'm not that girl, okay? If y'all want all the details, there's so many channels that got all the details for you, okay? But I did want to say that this puts me in one of those situations where it's hard to kind of pick a side, right? And I don't want to say pick a side, but it is kind of like picking a side, because as someone, as an accuser, you never want to discredit a accuser, right? You never want to be the person to be like, I don't believe them, I don't believe them. Milan, you okay? You okay? Okay. What you doing? What you doing? Because I heard something. I just want to make sure you was okay. I never want to be the one to be like, I don't believe an accuser. But I will say that this man has been telling the same story, and I don't know if it's the exact same story, but he has been giving the same story for the most part, about Larry Reid basically, taking advantage of him as a child at 15 years old, okay? Basically grooming him and giving him a bunch of tests to decide whether or not he is gay. And these tests, from all the descriptions that I was hearing that this man put out there, was very, very disgusting. I really feel bad for him, because from my knowledge, he has taken this to the police before. There was a filing and everything like that. And don't quote me on all the facts, because baby, I ain't got them, but I'm just going off of like my brain. I feel bad for someone to want to get their story out, to like keep trying to, get people to realize who someone is. And if for it to go on deaf ears sometimes because of who the person is who's presenting it. And I say that because when you put Tasha K and you bring up Bishop Whitehead, and you see that they do have a vendetta against Larry Reid, and they do, they are doing this for somewhat of a personal gain, as well as, probably having some sympathy, but more so of a personal gain to a certain extent. It kind of just goes off where it feels like you don't want to take it serious because of the messenger, not because of the message, right? But I do understand that he's been trying to get this out here for plenty of times, and like it's never reached this amount of I guess publicity because of Tasha K. Tasha K has over 1 million followers on YouTube, so of course it's going to reach a lot of people, and a lot of people watch her. So I just feel bad because it makes it hard for a lot of people who've actually want to tell their story and to not feel like it's going to be perceived the right way, especially because of the background that Bishop Whitehead and Tasha K have against Larry Reid, which automatically puts down in your head, because it's like, oh, is she paying him? Oh, is, like, why all of a sudden? But it's not all of a sudden. I feel like, of course, she's using it to her benefit, but I do feel like parts of his story has some truth to it. I don't know Larry Reid. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it, but he did respond, but he responded on Patreon. And I just feel like something like this, when you are addressing allegations, should not be behind a paywall. Your audience of 100 and something thousand people, all of them should be able, after supporting you for whatever amount of time they've supported you, should deserve, that answer. You know what I mean? It's like, it's to the point where it's kind of like a monetization game. It's like, I'm gonna drop this video on my app, and then people are gonna watch it, and I'm gonna drop a little bit on YouTube so that I can get more, and then I'm gonna make a video about it behind my paywall. It's kind of like, this is serious. Let's not make this a mockery. Let's not make this a game. It makes it so hard for real victims. And I'm not saying he's not a real victim, but I'm just speaking in general. It makes it so hard for people to tell their story, But apparently they say that it's 4 people. She said that she got some real receipts for him. And I don't know. Y'all. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it and see what's going on with the whole situation. But ultimately, I really just, I hope that Larry responded on Amar's channel. You talking about when he went up there and just said that he don't know basically what she talking about, these receipts that she talking about. And you mean when he just called in that day when when what's his name was talking about it? Because I remember I was in that live, because y'all know I follow Amar. I was in that live and I heard him. And that's the thing. If you listen to Conscious TV, because Conscious, when I tell you that man know how to break down a story, baby, he breaks it down. It sounds like there's no way Larry Reid could have did this. But when you listen to the accuser, it sounds like, dang, like I cannot believe him. Like that's not fair. You know what I mean? Y'all give me 1 second. Like the video in the meantime. Let me call my husband back. Go ahead, like the video. Like. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I had to take it 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay. So you say I'm lost, LOL, but I'm listening. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say I pick one person, I pick this side, I pick that side, but I'm not gonna defend someone who's being accused of something and I don't know the facts, and that's just that. So I just feel like at this point is we gonna have to wait to see what the receipts say. And then I guess everybody will be able to make their decision based off of that. But I will tell you that Conscious TV makes a good point. Like the way he breaks everything down is like you like something ain't adding up. But then you listen to him and you like, ooh, something ain't adding up. It's a lot. Okay. Me too. I'm listening to all I know is Tasha and Larry were friends. Right. Tasha and Larry was friends, and Tasha said that they were friends. And when she basically found this out, I guess basically when she got the receipts, then she was like, well, I can't support this person. And I would think anyone who supports someone who does the foul things to children is crazy. So I'm going to wait for the receipts. Like at this point, it is what it is. We're going to have to wait for the receipts because at this point, everything is he said, she said. And I know that that's the worst thing. And I this is what bothers me about sexual assault. You can't prove it. Especially if it's not fresh. It's kind of one of those things where it does become your word against mine. And so I say this to say, y'all, please talk to your children. I had this conversation with my daughter maybe a couple of months ago, and I told her, I don't care who it is. I don't care what they tell you. I will believe you. Talk to me, because when you listen to a lot of the stories, it's always like they said no one will believe me. I told, I don't care who it is. And I ran down everybody in the family. I ran down everybody. I don't care. You tell me. If they tell you I won't believe you, it's a lie. It's a lie. And I think that we have to, I know it's one of those conversations where you don't really know how to start it, or you don't really know where to go with it. But when I have an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, my daughter's 10 child, I have a 10-year-old daughter. And when I sit there and I start realizing that she's going out into the world, she's hanging out with her friends and she's going to their houses and she's, trying to, do her little thing, I don't want to shelter her from the world, but I have to let her know that she is prepared, that, and it's not even only talking like physical. I told her, if someone says something that makes you feel uncomfortable, if someone looks at you a certain way that makes you feel uncomfortable, if someone asks you an uncomfortable question, you come to me and you tell me. Because that's how grooming starts, and that's how all that stuff start going into play. So I say all that to say, talk to your kids. Don't wait till they 16 and wait till they, almost adults, and then they going out into the real world. Don't wait for that. These kids got access to the internet. They have so many things around them. They are experiencing things that we did not experience as children. Talk to your kids. Let them know that there are people out here. Don't be scared, but be aware. Follow that feeling. Whenever you feel something, follow that feeling. If something don't feel right, follow that feeling. So that's all. I said all that, and I brought up that situation just to tell y'all that we have to be get comfortable being uncomfortable with our children. Because when you hear of these stories and people are now telling their stories at 30 something years old and 40 something years old, and now everybody's like, why you wait this long to say something? You should have been said something. It's like, no, I didn't feel safe. This person said this and this person said that. No, ain't gonna, nope, not mine. Not mine. Okay. But yeah, that's what I said. So that's that on that, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to jump up off of here. I am gonna shoot Katie and a DM. Because I feel like I need some details and I need her to give them to me. Like, girl, don't go out to give me details to no one else. And if she decides to come talk to me, I'll set it up and we'll be live again, okay? Or whenever she decides she wants to, or whatnot. But other than that, y'all, I am going to jump up off of here. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching me. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. And we're going to talk later, okay? Peace.